Hi, this is Colorful Foresight, where we intuitively connect from within. And it's woo woo time, where we connect our woo woo into our mundane living. Okay, are we ready to connect to our woo woo with Archangel Michael?
I
Yes?
think so.
Yes. So, I'm Sylvia of Colorful Foresight, and we have Gerald of Tarot Stash. Please subscribe and like this video. Subscribe both of our channels. And today's title is Learning Tarot. So that's you as a student, along with us. We're
Mhm.
all helping each other. So Archangel Michael, collective message on miracles. So basically, this is going to be like a part 3. We did 2 videos on where we focus on seeing the miracle on the major arcana. Because when you put that intention, kind of like make us stretch our mind and our spirituality to see miracle with those cards. So today's going to be a little more dynamic because we're going to use 3 cards. One is going to be the major arcana, but with the help of 2 minor. So it gives a little bit more of the story. So since
Mhm.
this is a collective, this all going to be about all of us, including yourself. And most of
Absolutely.
you are tarot readers. If you're not a tarot reader, that's fine. Go with the image, feel the message,
Yes.
and all that jazz. So I already see a lot of the best chatters on.
I
We got,
am seeing them too. This is wonderful. It's great to see so many people.
yeah.
Thank you.
So let's bring this energy good. Before I came into this video, I was so ungrounded. I asked Gerald to help me, and I feel so much better. So out of
Mhm.
all this, guess what are the 2 clues for today? We got the card of faith. So it's all about faith. Because we could talk about miracles, but let me tell you something. I hear nice stuff from my divine, but if I'm in anxiety mode, I don't pay attention. It's like it goes right out the window. If you think about the 4 of cups, the 4 of cups has where there's 1 cup from the divine coming in, but we're too focused looking in front of us. Maybe the anxiety or, da 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 da. 4 cup has so many meanings. So we want to go away from that. But this is why we're focusing on miracles so we see it. The more we talk about it, the more we see it, from the mundane to the fantastical. So the next sign we got for this video, how beautiful this. It's the heart
Mhm.
and it's red candle. I have 1 red candle of the whole house. I have like 20 white candles. I don't know where they are. And this came. So this to me is about, well, we can make it about love, but self-love, but love of whatever, however you could fill that in. What do you
Yeah,
feel?
well, I think it's also important when we think about red, oftentimes it is about passion, it's about desire. Think about our root chakra and how we are grounded. And also, I think it's a really key thing to it is the blood that pumps through us.
Yes, you're right.
So
Passion. We need passion in life. Otherwise, why bother? And especially when the reason why, like in the past, if you haven't seen that, Gerald talked about the glimmer. The glimmer is actually, once you put it out there, you start seeing more, and then you start
yes.
seeing how. Well, from us doing our videos in the past, like sometime I made it miracles was like fantastical, and the truth is, the miracles in the mundane too. It's in everything. So passion into, let's see, more like having passion so we recognize the little miracles. That way we keep creating them often,
Yes.
and it grows bigger, right? Because
Yeah.
my faith been like kind of shoddy lately. So
Mhm.
it's nice to have faith put in, and it's just a matter of focus. That's all it is. Simple as that. It's just if I'm in anxiety mode, it goes right out the window.
Well, the thing about anxiety mode is oftentimes we're in that mode and we don't realize that we're in it.
Mm.
So we can't do anything to support ourselves. Again, for entertainment purposes only,
Oh yeah,
not a licensed professional.
entertainment
Here
purpose.
you go. For not for entertainment purposes
This is
only.
for
Do not make
fun,
decisions
and
based upon what we say. Seek
yes,
professional assistance. Really. So, but I also think it's really important to when we are not feeling aligned or having that sense of wonder about us and the ability to connect and to see the little bits of joy, boy, that's an indication there's an opportunity for us to do something different. And I'm not talking that you have to completely start over. I'm saying just do one small thing, and that works. One small thing. Lots of small things add up to big things.
Yeah,
So,
that's true. And that's what I've been getting with the sign. Also, just us being on the video is a small thing. You being
mhm,
on this, you're connecting.
yes,
And by the way, Pamela said that the new Pope today. That's great.
yes. Pope Leo the 14th,
Apparently, the Pope's going to be even more modern than the last one. So that's going to be amazing.
and he is from the United States, so he's American.
Wow, that's new.
He's fluent in Italian and Spanish, probably several other languages. I also found it. I was watching some stuff. He spoke in Italian, Spanish, and Latin. He did not speak in English. So
Wow.
I think this is a really interesting thing.
Yeah, like the Pope got to be really smart.
Well, yes, there's a lot of responsibility for that. So,
um,
hey, there are a lot of people here, so I want to thank everybody for showing up. This is wonderful. And thank you for inviting me back, Sylvia. This was a very quick little thing. I was on a show yesterday and I was like, or was it Tuesday? I was like, good. Sylvia, are we doing something on Thursday? I got it on my calendar. And she's like, yes, we are. So
right. Well, I don't know if we had it on the calendar, but I brought up what the information. I couldn't even remember what I gave. And I was like, ooh, when you read your own stuff, like, wow, that's a good idea. So that's Archangel Michael coming through. Also, so just to let you guys know that you came in, we done few videos on miracle. First one was he was just sharing miracle. The other two where we focused on the miracle in the major card. So this one's gonna be where we add dynamic to it. So it's gonna be one major card and two minor. It'll tell more of the story. So since you're looking at this is a collective message on miracles. And
yes.
put your intuition hat on. Even if you're not a tarot reader, but if you are a tarot reader, definitely put your input in there and we'll try to do our best. So the two decks
Well,
I'm using. What? Go
okay.
ahead.
Well, let's talk about Archangel Michael for a second.
Yeah,
I
okay.
did a little bit of research, of course, because hashtag overachiever.
No, I'm glad. Hey.
And you can do lots of information.
Okay.
Chris from Elemental Cartomancy was asking if I've seen the recent film Conclave with Ray Fiennes, and I'm like, I have not. He said it was very good. So, here's an interesting thing: is Archangel Michael is a prominent figure in Jewish, Christian, and Islamic traditions, and revered as a powerful celestial leader and warrior against evil. He is often depicted as a commander of heavenly host, a defender of faith, and a champion of justice. And so I think this is a really, really interesting thing because he's also a guardian of souls, and and working on for divine justice. So and
You know
one
what?
of
I
the things,
didn't think of him as justice, but that makes sense because he's fighting off, all the
yes,
negative stuff. So
yes. Yeah, and oftentimes he is represented. Michael is represented using a shield or a sword. So, and
yeah, but a
so,
lot of us use him as the protector.
oh, absolutely. Um, a warrior, vanquisher of evils, and has a lot of Byzantine art influence and influence in various religious traditions. So I think it's a good thing because this is me getting on my soapbox, Sylvia. So shut me up. I think so. One of the things that's an important thing is to understand that in this time, there's a lot of things going on in the world. And the fact that you picked Michael or Michael, depending upon how you pronounce it, with all of those things, defender of faith, leader of the heavenly host, warrior against evil, guardian of souls, and divine justice, I think that's, fascinating. And
very timely.
thank you. Chris from Elemental Cartomancy asked, what does Michael mean again? Is it who is like God? And Maru said, the name Michael is of Hebrew origin and means who is like God or gift from God. So it's
And
like,
just to let you know, even though we're focusing on Michael, we're not going elsewhere. Other spirituality, like I could think of the Hindu, they consider Kalki like Archangel Michael, and there's probably others. So there's so many variation. I'm sure the Native American use different things and all that. But today we're going to focus on Archangel Michael because it's more
yes.
well known. So I'm going to show you the two decks I'm using. Thank you for that information. Because I didn't realize he was the thing of justice, but it makes sense. That's why he had it stored. He's making sure
Yeah.
everything is cool. But
Yeah.
anything you want to bring up here?
Well, and Shaw Woman said he was never incarnated as a human, so he can't be a saint. Correct.
It's funny because she was on another video with me. She's like, why did they call him Saint Michael? And I'm like, that's true. If he was never human, but whatever.
Well, there is, yes, because, history
Yeah.
and the stories that we tell. Saint Michael, there's probably several other saints, Saint Michael. So, oh no, Chris and Maru, you both keep, you do keep going. And Maru said they do call archangels saints because of the status and the fact that you can work with them and pray with them.
That's interesting. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, there's so much. I mean, that's so much to that. But so we're going to focus on what we're more familiar with. So the two cards, what deck are you using today, just to give kudos to the creators?
Well, I am using Angel Tarot cards by Radley Valentine.
Perfect.
I also have the Lazy Crow Tarot.
Oh.
Because this felt like it sort of wanted to come out and play a little bit.
Ooh, I'm curious.
So
Ooh, baby.
we'll see how that goes.
So I got the typical Life There tarot, but today this is something what Stephen from, oh my god, I know his name. You guys, what's his name? Cosmic Orphan. You know how he had the channel
yes,
where he does reviews. I make a joke with him, like how many tarot and oracle deck you had. I said, do you have like a boatload of it in a truck? He's like, yes. So one of the things he showed, because I'm a plus size woman. So this deck is called Cozy Tarot Deck. But what I like about it is plus size figures, which is great for me.
Great.
So I feel to bring that up because that can maybe represent for some people image. Doesn't have to be plus size per se.
Yes.
So we got the typical and we got the one, which is funny because he had two too. So we should see how it shows up.
There you go.
How you want to start this?
Well, okay. So and again, everybody, thank you for being here.
Yes.
Please like and subscribe to both of our channels. Links are below. So that's good.
And share it. If you have, social media, if you don't mind, share it as well.
Yes. So,
you guys have your deck, the one that's using it?
Well, okay, so we're picking a major arcana and then we're picking two minor. Are we picking a court card and then a minor, or just
one major and then the rest is going to be minor? So that's including court and all that. Okay. I didn't say that, but that's what I meant. I meant the rest. Because it'll give a little more detail to what we did the last two videos, which is like we had to really look at that one card. There was no other context. So this is going to have context a little bit because it's going to have more story to it. Mm-hmm. So, and I know there's so many people here. I'm just looking.
No, this is wonderful. This is an opportunity for us to learn.
Yeah.
Pamela is here, and Annie Bear, and Kristen Louise. And Chris said, "Is the deck you're shuffling there the one that has the description on each card?" This one does have the descriptions and a message, but
Awesome.
the Lazy Crow does not.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna put fire into it because we have this heart, right? This heart with the red. Fire into our message in regard miracle, wherever, however that shows up. So I'm gonna let Gerald start first. He's going to pick one major and then the two of the other cards. And then we're going to see how we can make that message. So we're going to use our intuition too, as
Yes.
well. Instead of like, and this where I'm going to do one and he's going to do one. So I'm going to just listen in to him and join in.
Oh, I'm thrilled, by the way, of
That's it.
so many people being here. This is great. Even we even have
Ooh.
Donna Riedler is here. It's lovely to see you all. So, and so, okay, yeah, that's the one. I know it well. I haven't read with it for some time, Gerald. We need to correct that. Well, here's the thing. I think this is Gerald. This is Tarot Stash approved. I think all of the archangels have a specific realm that they're working on. There are lots of other angels. So angels, there's so many around. So don't think that you have to. Well, I guess I'm just saying, don't limit yourself to archangels because there's so many of them around.
I was
So
just sharing, we're focusing on Archangel Michael, just to keep it simple. There's so many versions of a Archangel Michael type. Like I
yep.
was saying, in India, it's Kalki, Sri Kalki. It had the sword on the horse, and there's so many. But just to keep it simple, and it's from Archangel Michael. Most people are familiar with that. And it's about protection. It's about
Yeah.
justice. And in this context, faith and passion into believing again. I think that's what it is, believing.
Mhm.
Especially also nurturing that energy we're in. That's why we're focused. We're just talking about miracles. We'll bring more of that
Yeah.
just by talking about it. You don't have to do anything. So, what do you have? What's the
Okay,
first card?
so the first card that I have is card 16, which is life experience, and this is Archangel Chamuel. It's like a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. I think right now we are living in a time where there's a lot of things going on in the world and lots of life experience that is happening. I also think it's interesting that this is a 16, which reduces to 7, which is the Chariot. Sevens are oftentimes lucky numbers. So the 16, we have to take these life experiences and we have to hold on to the reins of them. So we have to hold on to the reins so that we don't get too far off. I did pull, I do have separated the court cards, and the first court card that came out is the King of Earth, generous, professional, responsible, and practical, and a successful time. Confidently accept opportunities you're offered. It's the Midas touch. So, how interesting is that, Sylvia? Where we have these life experiences, things are changing, and we get to be the king of earth. We get to be generous, professional, responsible, and practical, which does, I love this in the sense of it's so critical because what's happening is we're dealing with the aid of water when we're leaving things behind. And this says a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual, and emotional growth. Sylvie and I were talking backstage. there is so many emotions that are showing up, and this is one of those things that when this is a nice balance. We have earth, and then we have water. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Make sure that you take a bottle of water with you as you're traveling, and allow those tears to cleanse you. And when you allow those tears to go into the earth, more things can grow from that. So,
You know what comes to mind? But the thing is, we're all different people, so we're all going to get different messages. I felt very ungrounded. So in the midst of all that movement, right? You said you had the chariot and
uh,
leaving
uh,
things
yeah,
behind,
the
right?
tower reduces to the chariot. Yes.
Right. So
Mhm.
the midst of a lot of things changing, guys, I feel, oh my God. So the King of Pentacles is a great reminder to ground.
Mhm.
Because
Yes.
it's like, what is the same? Like you're dealing with all these unknown. There's certain things I have to go, okay, that's the same. Like whatever's grounding, whatever make you feel like things are the same. So what do you guys feel? Anything in the comment to add to that? But that's why there's no right or wrong to it. But that's the miracle. The miracle is in the midst of all that changes. You have that grounding force.
Well, and if you're like going, oh, this is a small thing. I shouldn't call on an angel to help me with this. And I'm going to say, yes, you should, because when you start with the small things and you allow those to come in, it's a natural response to call for assistance from them when the big things show up. And you have connection with them.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
I
yeah,
think
I don't know where
really
did the
powerful.
idea like the bigger thing is better for some reason. That's the ego based thing. Like, oh, it had to be so whatever. And there's some people praying for the most simplest thing. So yeah. Okay, that's awesome. So that's what Archangel Michael message for us. In
Yeah.
the midst of all the changes, the miracle is the changes and being grounded or something. Staying grounded so you could keep up with it. That's what I got for me. But for you guys, it might be something different.
I also think it's interesting is that over our lifetime, we can have a different relationship with those archangels, in particular, Archangel Michael. Sometimes Michael might need to come in and swoop in and, you know, take care of a lot of injustice that's going on. Then there are other times when Michael can show up and whisper things into our ears or give us opportunities so that we can stand up for ourselves. And that's really very empowering. So, um,
Yeah, that's really yeah. Can we have to remember this? This is the Archangel Michael collective message on miracle for you guys.
yes.
So
So I guess my question is does this message resonate with anybody? If it does, let us know, and feel free to say how. Whilst Sylvia, you get to read your message.
and which is good because we're gonna ask that same question for each card we do.
Yep.
So if you know ahead of time, just type it in so we don't have to wait. Whatever popped your head. I already shared what I got from it, but that's not the mess. That the collective message can be different. So
No.
Archangel Michael gave the magician. So here's the miracle. Miracles making things happen. Right off the bat, the magician makes things happen. So things are happening, whether you think so or not. That's what comes to my intuition. And then the other two minor card and that's including a court, Page of Pentacle and the Four of Coins. So instantly, it's a very grounding kind of vibe. Making it happen kind of goes back to what Gerald was saying, like the little thing is what we got to
Mm-hmm.
focus on. Because getting too out there to woo make us ungrounded, like expecting
Uh-huh.
the divine do connect to our human aspect, our body
Mm-hmm.
and our
Yes.
environment. So whatever we've been holding back with the magician, like trying to make things happen, they're telling you to make things happen. And also he'll help you with that. Michael, Archangel Michael will help you with that. Because you're the type of person who likes to take it slow. So maybe you're a go-getter, but there's that one area where you've been kind of slow to action. Not bad or good. Those are the little steps to take. So again, kind of goes with what we were saying with the first one. But so making it happen involves us taking the small step. And even they keep telling me again, even if you're a go-getter, doesn't mean you don't get you don't need support in something to move forward. Going back with the chariot in the beginning. So what did you get for yourself? What it meant for you? Because it's
Well,
different.
I think it's I'm going to connect what you drew to what I drew,
Okay, yeah, they
because
kind of blend.
oftentimes the magician is the one who puts things into action and to starts things and to give us more life experience. And so, sometimes this life experiences is because that we've activated that. And you had the page of pentacles. The page of pentacles is definitely related to the king of earth,
Yeah.
because the page of pentacles, if you go with the family lineage, the page is just starting to learn how to manage their physical environment, their resources. But I love how in yours we have somebody who is doing Tai Chi and the need to stay centered. And your four of pentacles, two fours is an eight. And so keeping track of your resources. And I actually think Michael can allow people to go, oh, I could use this for that. And
Kind of
so they don't,
motivate you, right? Like take the step, move.
yeah,
Doesn't
they
have to be so drastic with the story. Like you said, it could be gentle.
to be gentle, as well as to take it, look at what you have and be able to use it in a new way. So it's that make do and mend and use what you have. So
Yes. The magician sets things in motion. So he could Archangel Michael could set things in motion, but you gotta do the rest. Step
yes.
by step, which is kind of gentle, the gentle
Mhm.
thing. And thank
Yes.
you, madam, for plugging in
Thank you. Thank you.
Gerald.
Thank you. So,
We'll go to the next topic.
okay.
Remember, ahead of guys, I do listing. If you already hear things, type it up, and then at the end we'll bring it up.
Yeah. I think there is an opportunity for many of us to start to use our voice in a new and more powerful way. So I think that's extremely helpful.
Yeah,
Uh,
that is the vibe, right? The movement, and then you got the Eight of Cup, really leaving things behind, but starting fresh kind of vibe,
yeah,
or seeing things in a different way. Because the
yeah.
Four Cup, I mean, the Four Coin is like holding on. It's like
Mm. I find the cards that I am pulling very interesting, because this card that I got is I got the Hermit.
ooh,
Sometimes it is important for us to spend some time in reflecting upon ourselves and looking for the light that is within us. A miracle about that is Michael can help us see and to give us opportunities to shine our light. We just have to be willing to look up and to actually go, oh, I see that. And then I got another king. I got the King of Wands. The King of Wands knows what to do with their energy and their inspiration. I can actually see the King of Wands inspiring people, using Michael to help people be inspired to take the appropriate action to keep themselves and others safe, really looking for that justice. And Kristen Louise pointed out that there's archangels in Zoroastrianism, and Donna was talking about there's also a lot of angels and in many spiritual paths. They may call them something else.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you call them. Just make sure you call them. So
that's why the universe is so infinite, that there's so many dimension and so we just know like the basic of a lot of different things.
So in this one, we have, I talked about that there's this idea of needing some introspection, some self-reflection, and going out there and shining your light, even when you don't feel like it, because others find that light. When your light shines, other people's can shine. Get inspired to take some action, and then I got the Seven of Wands. And what's great about this is notice how this card, there is a wand that is holding the 6 others at bay and keeping them from moving around a lot. This is a suggestion of taking when things are really, really hot. I pulled your birth card. Yeah, there you go. Donna's like, well, Gerald, you've now pulled my birth card, the Tower, and my 2025 card, the Hermit. You're welcome, Donna. And so what's interesting is when we get overwhelmed, part of the miracle of is to actually keep things at bay and allow our deeper understanding to show up. This is where call on Archangel Michael. Call on Archangel Michael and go, okay, help me with this. I need a sense of understanding what's going on and the correct action to take for the best possible outcome.
That's great. It's a great reminder for me, and I don't know how it's for you guys. Just keep using them, like you said right in the beginning, right off the bat. Just call on them. We forget sometimes, especially in a smaller, so-called regular life. Yeah.
Yeah. And Michael, in his third role, he weighs souls on his perfectly balanced scales, a common object he holds in art. There you go. And by the way, I mean, I have to, I'll share personally, sometimes I get very upset, very riled. And I'm like, I got to do something with it. I got to do something with it. This visual specifically reminds me of, okay, take a pause, get grounded, because I don't want to necessarily burn things where I don't want to burn. I need to direct that. I need to use that wand to be able to direct my energy, going back to the magician that you had.
Yeah, and that's a miracle, the reminding. I have other things, but I'm trying to not go too out there. So,
Why?
well, I was
too out
thinking, I have to make sure it makes sense for that. Being like we're a student of woo-woo, right? Even though I hear about Archangel Michael, I know they're around. But there was a few years ago, which I lost, a picture of it's in my another phone, and I can't get the charger. But I was having that week a lot of Archangel Michael, like sign of synchronicity. And so I had one picture where the screen was blue, light blue. You know how Archangel Michael's light blue? And it was like a face there. But I don't know how the face got there, because, I never looked into it, because I'm like, maybe somebody's face just showed up, but it was like light blue the whole time. And then the picture, but that's the thing, the mind play game, because it wants to also, I've been fooled where I thought this looked like an orb, but it's just a light,
Sure.
It's just this and that. But the balance. But another one, it's the day after, and it never happened. So 2 times in a row, like physical, I would look, it was Christmas Eve, and I heard, and I took a picture of the tree, and I saw the light. Like, when I looked at it, you saw like white, light blue and white orb going across. Like, I wish
Ah,
I didn't throw that away, because that's really like to hear it. It wasn't just like in the mind, to hear it, to see the flash, and then see it on the. So the miracles sometimes just be reminded that they're real, because there's so many
oh, yeah.
interpretation. I sometimes go, well, yeah, they're supposed to be this, but I don't know if they're real per se. So it
I,
is. It
I
is.
like that. I like that. And there's a miracle in that is that first of all, that the small things that show up to remind us of these miracles around us, and that angels from wherever you connect show up when we recognize them and we appreciate them, we see more of it.
Yeah. And I'm wondering if it's about acknowledging as well. So
Could be.
what yeah. But it's cool. It's cool. I was like, I wish I had more of that. But you can never demand it. That's what I noticed. Like, if I go, okay, I want more, it just happens.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
I think a
yeah,
lot of us had those
yeah.
woo-woo experience.
Good
So
good luck trying to demand something from an archangel.
I guess, yeah.
Good luck.
Any, like, hey, you better show up, you know. Uh, so that was cool. That was a great. That's what triggered for me. So maybe trigger something for you guys. I thought it's kind of random, but that's what came to me, and that's important. So
Mm,
however it came to you from that message he said,
absolutely.
take it.
Yep.
What I would like to hear from you guys is what you got besides just listening what he's about. And
Yeah.
he had a fiery defender with the 7 of Wands.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Um,
And there were a few people who said they work with Archangel Michael. And if you can remind us who you are, I'd love to hear that.
yeah,
Oh, that lantern that shows the path. Yeah. The light within, the lantern that shows the path, not from the lantern. Yep. Dumb.
yeah. So the message I got, you ready? This is from this card, the tarot, the Cozy Witch.
Uh-huh.
Okay. This is the Lover's card. And I can't read the little words. Will you or won't you? The choice is yours. I love that.
Uh-huh.
So, in context of Archangel Michael and miracles, let's see what that means. Will you, won't you? We're going to look at the other two cards. The other two card is, let me read it first. 7 of Wands, wishes should hold other wishes accountable. He's holding us accountable. Okay,
Mhm.
let's see what else. You can't be right all the time. 5 of Swords. So that means rely on them, kind of being like a better receiver. That could get
Uh-huh.
in the way. So we got the Lovers making choices. Are you leading? That's what I'm hearing from me. Are you leading, or are you asking for my help?
Mm-hmm.
They're the difference. It's yours. Nothing wrong with your insight, but if you're asking for help, that means you're stuck a little bit, okay, or want something expanded. And then this one is 5 of Swords. You can't be right all the time, and that means maybe our steps are not working well, and I can't read these things backward. 7 of Wands, wishes should hold other wishes accountable. So he's holding us accountable in this one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a miracle. It's not a bad thing. Even us speaking in here, we're kind of holding each other accountable. So whatever you've been asking for help with your divine, but in this case, we'll use Archangel Michael. Which one are you going to listen to? Your monkey mind or your thing? Or are you asking for help? So tune in and listen from within kind of vibe. So I don't know what it means for each of you, but it might be different. You might just look at the image. So I'm going to show you the image. The
Mm-hmm.
Lovers.
And what's that one? That one?
This one?
No,
Or
the one in your other hand. Yeah.
this one is the 7 of Wands. But yeah, let's look at it closer, because that's what you got. You had the 7 of
Yeah.
Wands. Right.
We both got the 7 of Wands. And
That's
so,
interesting. I'm
that
glad you mentioned it.
fiery protection is really interesting.
And
Huh.
and instead holding other wishes accountable. So it's kind of like you were saying, you inspired by looking at the 7 1, so keeping yourself accountable, kind of,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
you know. So it doesn't have to be so much the other, like fingering, like, you're a
Right.
bad thing. Just kind of remind you. Michael's saying hello.
Yes, I love that.
Just saying hello.
I love that. Jonathan, 3 up from that, said, I work with many archangels, Gerald. I have a seal of Michael under my kid's mattress to protect him while he sleeps.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'm going to do
That's
that for my mom. I thought it was a bad thing, like put them in a mattress where you're squishing them, but I'm overthinking it.
Yes, you may be overthinking it. I've never overthought anything, Sylvia.
Yeah,
Never.
right?
Never. But I do think anything, whatever it is that is a symbol for you that reminds you of Archangel Michael is a good thing.
Yeah, because
Use
that
it.
vibe had the energy in itself. Just saying
Oh,
Archangel
yeah.
Michael makes you feel better.
Yes.
That's for me. Uh, yeah, I feel like I'm developing a relationship with him in a different way.
Yeah. Maru suggested set it on the floor, if not on the bed.
Really? Whatever.
Yeah. It's yeah, so it's there. That's cool. That's cool.
I don't have pictures of him. I want a statue, but they're so expensive.
Oh,
I have a
yeah.
manifest, but I could do the picture in the meantime. I have a great story about that. My sister, I mean, she's into the woo, but she didn't pay attention. But it's very Catholic thing, so we grew up Catholic. So I said, you know what? My sister was having an issue with a coworker. He was like not a great guy, uh, and he was being demanding. So I said, here's the little picture of Archangel Michael. I just gave it to her, not thinking anything. I knew it was going to protect her. Within that week, that person got fired.
Oh, wow.
It
Okay.
would buy her. It was in the office by her. I'm like, okay, So I've been wanting an image of him around. So I think I'll just get the picture, but I'll try and manifest a statue.
Yeah. Annie Bear, standing in light with Annie Bear 7F said, I call on archangels Raphael, Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Sandalphon, and Metatron daily.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
I do call on them, but I kind of say Archangel Michael and the Legion of Angel. I have a problem with my knee, which is kind of like shaking my faith a little. I've been using Raphael, and Raphael keep telling me, kind of like what Michael said, are you taking over with the 5 of Swords, or are you giving it to me, like the choice? Like you're going to let your brain and whatever the conversation take over, or you're going to trust, going back with faith.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that way we could be practical. Like I went to a practical, right? We're not just standing there waiting for the divine. We do both. Learning the practical is I went to a orthopedic, for the knee. I'm going to physical therapy and yada, yada, yada. That's the practical. But I'm asking for spontaneous healing too.
Uh-huh.
I'm doing the practical, but I really got to I really got to give it to Archangel Raphael. So I think that's the same thing with Michael. Like, you could co-create with them, but I guess at some point you have to let it go. That's what I got from me. What do you guys get from? Here's what Donna. Michael has been popping up for me in various ways for about a year. The notification for this live being one. Oh,
I love that.
and I'm not really sure how to work with him because I don't really work with anyone. What your suggestion, Gerald?
Well, what I would say to that, Donna, is simply acknowledge and welcome and see him. I think what's really important is that you see and recognize you consciously don't work with anyone in particular, so you're sort of the collective is an opportunity for you. I actually love that. So
I mean, at the
and
start, you can use a picture of Archangel Michael and then go from there. You can light a candle for him, go from there.
yeah,
Also, use your intuition. I don't know how intuitive you are. To say I would like to work more with him. By the way, I work with Archangel Michael, but a lot of time I don't keen to them. So it's like they're giving me opportunity to keen on few archangel at this time. Uh,
Mhm.
and that's a miracle right there. Just focusing, talking about them. You're in here. You're
Yeah,
talking about it. So
yeah.
you're already doing the extra step.
And Maru said, I did a craft. I printed out black and white pictures of the archangels and colored them in.
Where is it?
Talking about that's 41 after.
Oh,
It was just above Donna's comment.
all right. Let's do it.
Okay, so I asked Archangel Michael
Metron.
uh, Metatron to do sweeps of places I will be going to. I like that.
What else?
And Free Spirit is here. Hello. And Amanda is got another miracle on the way. I call on guidance from my spiritual triple A, angels, ancestors, and ascended masters daily. I love that.
And Pamela, a lot of us do that too. We go as we go, with different, because so many divine beings, right? We work with. Some people have specific though.
Yeah.
Act out loud. Oh, they said that it's okay talking silent, but when you're acting, word could be a whisper. It's more of a vibration. Just to talk to yourself a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So Kuan Yin, isn't the Kuan Yin a form of protection? They're the different, the different divine that have similar energy to Michael, protection, justice, and things like that.
Yes.
Baba Yaga, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Pamela, we should probably talk about that because I am currently doing some exploration of Baba Yaga.
Oh,
So,
that's awesome. I'd love to hear about it. Like, I don't know who
yeah.
he is.
So,
Act out loud and the wind would pick up. I like that's the pagan kind of vibe, right? But I don't think it's a pagan. That just makes sense. It's energy.
I
I
love this.
Right, that's why we do candle stuff because it's an actual physical energy. I picked up a picture of Michael Smitten Satan then when I was visiting Abby several months ago. It spoke to my warrior spirit.
I love that.
Um, I do a pull on. Okay,
Dark Goddess Tarot card from time to time when I feel it. That's great.
let's
That's
see.
great.
Kuan Yin is the goddess of compassion. I think Archangel Michael, any of the angel compassion, 'cause whether you're a good person or otherwise, you ask for them, they come to you.
Mm-hmm.
Kuan Yin, I'm not like a worship, but
Kuan
when I
Yin
see
is,
her image
yeah.
and anybody home, it's the best. And I may add her in the future, but I kind of try to go with who I'm vibing with in the moment. I'm not going
Of
to just touch
course.
on
Of
different things.
course.
So, is it
Of
my turn?
course.
I don't even know. I'm like distracted. It's my turn,
Well,
right? Or yours? Who did?
it's mine, but we've
Yeah.
got if we both do one, what's your major arcana?
Okay, let's switch it
Can,
up.
can
Yeah.
we switch it up? You have the world,
What you
and
got?
I have strength, Archangel
Oh,
Ariel. Great inner strength, release harsh judgment, forgiveness, and compassion. What do you see in the world?
well, can we? Okay, I'm trying to control the situation. Let me ask Archangel Michael. The world. Oh, I mean, right now I'm thinking with what's going on in the world, he's giving strength to it. He's taking care of it, justice all around. That's what I'm
Yeah,
getting between these two cards. What are you getting?
I'm getting that their strength. Do not discount what you are doing because it takes strength to continue showing up. Don't think you have to carry the weight of the world. Small things, including asking and offering help, is a sign of strength. Do not discount examples of strength in any form.
And you know what? To get more in context, pick one other card, and I'll pick one. We'll add that. Give to more dimension to it.
Sure.
Definitely, Donna. We need so much justice and compassion right now, for sure.
Yeah.
Those are great cards. Okay, let's see. So we have the world, we got the strength, and here is the Queen of Swords. So this he's
That.
pretty much telling us he's cutting all the BS out. And also,
Yeah.
even, yeah, right?
Yeah.
So I would think with strength, even within yourself, cutting through the BS, whatever
Yes.
it is.
I recently had somebody describe the Queen of Swords. She can wield that sword for multiple purposes, including simply pointing to the truth
Mm.
instead of wielding it. So use that sword. I think that's really powerful. And I also have the Five of Air.
Oh,
So we both got swords. And an unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation. Review everyone's motives.
so what the
I
miracle? The miracle is the BS gonna go away. You're gonna be able to pick better choices, right?
Well, and the miracle is if you slow down enough to think about what happened and why and what you might be able to do differently, you're going to learn something. You're going to actually have that strength to go on and to do something.
I'm gonna tell
Different.
you what I got because I have anxiety. So a
Yeah,
lot of time okay. I'm recovering from anxiety. I'm watching my word because I have
very
it.
good.
I'm recovering, and it really is a lot of BS, and
Hmm.
it really had not do well for me. So rather than go boo-hoo, whatever, it's really reminding me. I mean, it could be a lot of messages, guys. So I got many things out of it. Not just
Uh-huh.
I'm just sharing this. It Archangel Michael is gonna help me make it easy for me to. I have acts on him over and over again. And the
Yeah.
Five of Swords, it's like the bully in me, or
Hmm.
what else you got from that? I get
Well,
Five of
I'm
Swords.
seeing Donna has said, sounds like a job for the Queen of Swords for sure to be able to point at the truth and seeing what's true may be the
Hello.
miracle. That's
Exactly.
great. And the Queen uses the five to change her world. Ooh. And I think I have that deck you have stashed, but I'm not sure if it's the same.
Well, you know what? A lot of the anxiety, like I've been calling a few phone calls. I've been having to do it for 6 months. It showed me like how much of BS is the
Yes.
anxiety. 'Cause once I finally did it, like 6 months, guys, and I had to breathe through. I had to. So
Yes.
yeah, that goes
You
with what's going on with the world too. We have to go through it.
Yes, you
Right.
needed the strength to be able to do that.
Yeah. But with the help of Archangel Michael, because we're asking for it.
Yes. Oh, yeah, I think all of this definitely is related to Michael. I haven't seen anything that goes, "Oh, that's not Michael at all." All
Right?
of these cards that we've pulled, it feels like Michael is like going, "Yes, and another thing, and another thing, and another thing." So
Yeah.
I wonder if Archangel Michael would ever use that term. Here, hold my beer. Let me show you what's
Why
going on.
not? Like, hold on, I got this. But he needs, also sometimes he's like, I got it, like the Glover card. You gonna give it to me, or you gonna, you know what I mean? Like, let me do my thing, kind of thing.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, hold my mirror. That's perfect. Maybe I'll put that after hold my mirror on the title.
there you go. And Hypnicity said, "My word for 2025 is revelations. I'm hopeful for truth and justice." Well, and how about that for a miracle? You didn't know we were going to do this show, and that
Right.
is absolutely something that Michael would help you with.
That's beautiful. I just added that to the title.
Oh,
Hold my mirror. That's pretty much how he is. Oh, it said you can't change it while it's live. Okay. So let's not mess it up.
I did say here, hold my beer, but I actually like the miracle of that is that hold my beer is that thing of like, oh, I can do this better. I think it's really interesting. The miracle of this is you said, hold my mirror, and I said, hold my beer. Both
Mm.
of those apply. This is
Oh.
one of those interesting things where Archangel Michael is reminding us there is multiple opportunities to deal with what is going on. There's multiple ways that are still going to have an impact.
And the divine, one thing great about the divine, which we know, they always see bigger. They have a bigger bird eye view. So sometimes we could get in a way. Not a
Well,
bad thing. Or we could help them. See something, another card, he said, like work at the team. And then
yes.
another deck would put, step out of the way so I could do my thing, hold my mirror. I got it,
Well, yeah, and I agree, Pamela. It's really interesting because what do we do and how do we respond to it? Because a lot of these cards are because I got two kings, I got you got a queen, and I also got a page. One of the things that's really important is the kings and queens are equally powerful. They are mature in their suits and the power of their suits. They just demonstrate it differently, which I think Michael tends to be a bit more forceful and pushy with it. I mean, he's got a big sword, so he might as well just like going, all right, I'm going to smite thee. There's also an opportunity for us, and the miracle is like going, how would I convey that through me? How would I connect with that through me? So
I would like to go more into that. So let's ask Archangel Michael to give a clarity about what you just said.
how do we go? How do we lean into that? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I never heard of that expression. Now I'm going to hear it everywhere. When you been clueless for so many decades and then it's in everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, my mirror.
Yeah. It's like, have at it. Either way, it's looking at ourselves.
I kind of wonder if they have
are.
a different vibe. Like hold my mirror had to even though we meant it that way.
Yeah.
They have a different vibe, which I'm probably going to end the video with. I want to see the different vibe between the two. But we're going to answer your question. You're going to do that.
Which one? Which one do you want me to do? Do you want me to do?
What you're just inquiring on that
okay.
Archangel Michael.
How do we work with that energy, and how do we convey that through ourselves?
And
how
with the
do we
miracle in that? With the miracle.
Yeah, in the miracle. Well, okay. How's this? The miracle is the star, Archangel Jophael. Happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans on the right path.
So it's bringing luck.
It's bringing luck. It's also reminding us to find the happy times, have the faith, see the happy times. And boy, this goes back to what Deb, Purple Elephant, and I were talking about on Monday. Joy is a form of resistance. Find the joy in everything that you're doing.
Imagine resisting joy, like not even being aware of that.
Yeah. And, the Queen of Water, tenderhearted, empathic, patient, and loving. Relationships develop in a new level. Trust your intuition, care for yourself and others. I mean, come on. The miracle is you're being seen, you're recognizing those happy times. Well, deepen the relationships that you have. And I think it's a really interesting thing to keep this in mind, because as we're engaging things, part of the way to be compassionate is you have to say difficult things in a way people can hear them. So I'm going to say that again. Part of compassion is saying difficult things in a way that people can hear them.
Which is funny, because that would be so different for each person.
Yes. And then, it is important for us. This is the 8 of Fire. Events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over. Many things happening at once. Well, thank you. Great. And certainly, I think Archangel Michael in whatever guise he takes, it's going to show up right now. There's a lot of people building that energy. And that's where hypnicity said, is, faith needs action. So, and
Here
divine
we go.
universe. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever you need, he is there ready to help out, providing with multiple ways for a solution to a problem or question, always ready to another step closer to the solution.
Yeah,
Like that.
funny because in the beginning we mentioned the Four of Cups. Like, do we notice that kind of vibe, right? We're
Yeah.
ending it with like, once you acknowledge the joy, even
Uh-huh.
though I'm like, I'm not doing joy, but probably not. 'Cause my overcoming the anxiety, it kind of holding it back. Like we have all these whatever.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, the 801 get all the joy, all the things that he's been wanting to help you with. That's the miracle. Like, it's just a matter of that last message is huge. That's why
Yeah.
that is a huge. So
I love that for this. This is because I think there is a message is if more people ask for to know his presence and ask for assistance, the miracle is going to be that it's going to swoop in and that there is always enough of Archangel Michael to go around.
ooh, that hold my mirror. What is that question? Wait, I got hold my mirror, hold my beer.
Yep.
Let's show it off.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna wrap it up. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to see, just to make it fun, if there's a different vibe between hold my mirror and hold my mirror, hold my beer. So you're gonna do hold my mirror, hold my beer, and I'm gonna do hold my mirror. Unless you want to do both. You want to do both, or
Um,
and you do
do you
one.
want me to do hold my beer and you do hold my mirror?
Same thing. Oh,
Well,
I see. Let's do. Oh, yeah. Let's do both of hold my mirror, and then let's do the
I'll
comparison
do hold
with
my
hold
beer.
my
Yeah.
mirror, hold my
Yeah.
beer. I'm just curious. Let's play. So, let's let's have fun. If you guys can have anything to say, we're gonna do hold my mirror,
And
then
I'm going to be looking at hold my beer, and we'll see how those energies adjust to this as it relates to the miracle of Archangel Michael.
Okay, that's good. We have to put that in too. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, Pamela's like, pull a card for each, please.
Okay, we'll do the first to hold my mirror, and then we'll compare it with the other one.
Okay, I'm going to mix one of my decks together.
Okay. Yeah, I'm mixing it.
This will be a good opportunity to remind people to subscribe to the channels and to give a thumbs up because it works, it matters.
And share if you have other social media platforms. Thank you. It's a good vibe. We're talking about miracles. Okay.
Well, yeah, it's a good vibe. And all right, so
Ooh, interesting. That's perfect. You're gonna laugh.
okay.
Okay, think of Archangel Michael saying, "Hold my mirror."
Uh-huh.
Even if you don't know the card, you can see it in the image. Look at the 6 of Wands. He's like, "I got this. Hold my mirror. I got this." He's a rock star. He knows what he's doing. That's what he's an expert in. That's what his passion is. Going back, his passion to help us or
Yes.
to elevate us. What you got?
And for hold my mirror, I got the wheel. And I
Oh,
love we have this circle, and it's the circle that is right there under the wand. And so, hold my mirror is saying, look at the bigger picture. Things are always changing. The miracle is all of these small things are part of a part of the reflection of what's going on.
right. Can he had the biggest bird eye view ever, more than us?
Yes.
Oh wow, that's cool.
I see.
I would never. This is a cool, hold my mirror card. Who knew that? And the wheel of fortune. I see hold my mirror is a friend telling you to look at yourself right now. Do you like what you're seeing? They're telling it like it is. Wow.
And then Maru said Archangel Michael's victory over the serpent is a foregone conclusion. Ooh, yeah.
That's definitely a hold my mirror. I got this. Look at this. I even
Yes.
got the devil. I got the
I
serpent.
like
Oh
that.
my God.
Okay. So now we're going to do here,
Hold
hold
my
my
mirror. I'm keeping
beer.
this to the side. I want to see if they're the different. Or should I put it back just in case we get it again?
I put it back in.
Yeah, yeah. If it comes again, it'll be like, oh, similar.
Yeah. So this is the energy and the miracle of Archangel Michael with here, hold my beer.
Hold my mirror. Hold my beer.
Hold my beer. This is so all right. So
You're doing a hold my mirror, hold my beer now, right? We already did the hold my mirror.
well,
Oh,
the first one I was doing is I was looking at both of our cards as hold my mirror.
and what are you doing now?
I'm doing here, hold my beer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I'm getting
ask
mixed up.
yourself.
I'm getting mixed up, guys.
It's okay. It's the miracle that you're still hanging out with me. Ask
Yeah.
yourself what your mirror is. Is it the opinion of others or something deeper? Ooh. So, and this is hilarious for here, hold my beer. This is the exact example of here, hold my beer. It's just like I'm going to take some action. I'm not even going to think it through. I'm just going to do the impulse.
And it looked like him with the sword on the.
Yep. Yes. That's hilarious. Ah, wow. Oh, okay. So that's I'm going to jump in here, Sylvia, if that's okay.
Yep.
Here, you're taking radical action really quickly, and so what you're doing is you're just getting rid of everything and starting all over.
Got it going. Changing paradigm shift too. Sometimes tower to me like
Yes, yes.
changing paradigm shift. I threw it on the floor. I'll go pick it up later. I see hold my beer as what you ask a friend to do before you do something stupid. That's very night and tower.
Yeah, Donna, the tower again. It's like boom, there you go.
But this one is more like, I got it, guys. I got it. You know.
Yeah. Well, and the difference between here, hold my mirror, and hold my beer is the hold my beer is going to be very quick, and there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be impacted with it. The hold my mirror is it's going to start internally, and it's going to reflect back what people are putting out there. I think they're going to get the some people believe in karma. Karma is going to speed up. Michael may throw out some karma for people.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's great. I love it. Let's see what else.
Yes.
We're thinking about similar, Pamela. Real friends should say no to holding your beer if you're about to get in trouble.
That's
a good trouble in this case, because to some people, what he's doing may not like it, but we're the one who's getting the miracle. We're gonna like it because he's saying, "Hold my beer, I got it." The other person may not like it. He's causing good trouble.
Yeah, this was really wonderful, Sylvia.
Yeah.
Thank you for hosting this.
Thank you. And if you have any insight that you want to add, please put it in our comment. And if you have any suggestion, if you want to see anything else, whether just for Gerald to do or just for me to do or both of us, just let us know and have a good day. Let's see, before we go, a mirror is a way of seeing from your eyes, but in a different perspective. Vision.
Nice.
Beer is more like, I got this. I fixed it. Give me a minute action. You're right. It's like internal, like you said, the first one, the mirror is internal.
And
the other one,
sometimes the beer is a bit delusional because you're not completely grounded.
Mm-hmm.
So it was great to see you too, Chris, and everyone. Thank you.
So take care and enjoy your day.
Bye.